That's a lot of ping. Do I feel like playing this? Let's give it a shot. Sure.
With DoorDash.
I don't care, Twitch.
Let's dance, darling.
Why do people do this? What's going on? What are we getting? Oh my god, wow. What was that? Hi. I live, I think, maybe. We'll see. 200 ping versus these characters might be interesting. Oh, this is not a problem. Forget this just doesn't work. Doesn't work. I need to remember. Okay, yeah. That's part of why this feels so weird. Full screen. I know that'll freeze when I alt tab, but I just want to make sure I'm seeing everything. Hello, hello. This is an entirely different team. What are they up to? This connection is going to be tough. Let's see what's going on. What in the... I'm just gonna call it mix. Probably could've killed me to listen. I still have 2 medium. No, I didn't stop. No, I did still have 2 medium kick. How do you know? That is not what I wanted. I even practiced combos for like 20 minutes earlier. This character is just not clicking in game. Blech, blech, blech. Beowulf, why do you have so much to keep track of? Okay, yeah, this is probably... Penguin? Oh. Kind of forgot how that actually works. I couldn't remember if that would give me penguin or not. But I think that's enough. Especially with that connection. Let's see if I can find someone a little bit closer to like 60. Ideally. That's Wi-Fi. That's worse. That might be the same person. There's no one in USA playing this game right now. Please. Please. But reminder for everyone else who's here in chat. This is me just kind of warming up, getting used to playing the game. We have 25 minutes until the event starts at 7 p.m. EST. This is also kind of like an audio check and everything, so let me know if stuff needs to be adjusted, that whole shebang. It's a lot easier to do it now than in the middle of the event. I recognize my hitbox is probably pretty loud. That, unfortunately, I can't do too much about without severely gutting my audio quality. If necessary, I can go there. But it shouldn't. Well, actually, I might be playing a lot today. It might become a problem. Yeah. Let me know if things need to be adjusted, and I'll try and make it work. I need to stop jumping as a round start with this character. It's just not. Okay, in. Do not just run away. Oh, I got a button. That's part of my assist call. Really? Okay, whatever. Am I close enough? Should be. Really? Oh no, I hit that breaking hammer. Hope the other one only have to go off for some reason. Okay. In. I understand. Can I get... Wow, I'm really messing up that input. Do I get the chair? Okay, not yet. Mashing. Safe. Should be good. Okay. Patient there. Okay. Run away. But they force me to block an assist or projectile when they go in. Should be able to mash, but first and foremost I just need to walk forward. Excuse me. That was supposed to break the armor. That's not even enough of that. Oh. just a little bit of damage. I mean, I'm dual 4 bar, so like they should be dead, but at the same time. Oh, I'm not used to playing teams. Forward H chair. Call that. Get rid of my taunt. Oh wow. I thought that worked. How do I do that versus a payment? Okay. Very little respect for the match. I should just ending it. Yeah. So sorry you didn't get your throw. You were so right. That's not a TK horse. That's not 2 medium punch. I got baited. I really thought you'd go in for that whiff punish. Okay. I was trying to get a little cheeky. They should have just been dead, but I dropped. Death. That's not how you taunt. Ow. Hope I could get above it. Dang, it's from that far away. Really? I don't think I could kill there. Well, if I had better Beowulf routing at the start, I probably could have, but I don't have those, so I think once I was at Eliza, I needed to reset there. Getting a little too predictable. I block this. Okay. I'm gonna get a chair, thank you. Why by that side? That's not. No heavy punch? I should have smashed. Ivy. Okay. I wasn't mashing at all. Okay. Do you kill me here? Okay. Throw. I forget. Can I type? I think I do. I do not. A little bit of frame trapping never hurt nobody. I'm choosing violence. Violence would have worked better if I actually got the little off. I think I'm rushing that ton and put too much. Ah! Misjudged on Lizzie. I don't block those. Wow. Oh, I was too confused. No, I didn't arm in time. My reactions aren't there. I was too upset that I missed the ton input like 3 times. Weird. I thought I fixed that issue. Keep pressing. Wow, that does so much damage. don't know why I pressed jump medium punch instead of jump medium kick there, but it worked. Jump medium kick would have also worked there, but wow, I'm kind of surprised that reached. Button's a little silly. Move forward. That really crossed me. Okay. I said I just needed to mix more. Or mash more, not mix. That is not what I wanted. It's fine, I don't drop these. Whoops. She can't just do that, can she? I'm getting a little confused. Alright, kill me. Stop kill me. Whatever. Now I go low, because condition can block overhead every single time. Chair. Oh, the chair! Snap. Okay. Oh, what? That doesn't combo. Oh no! Do you have these? Fair enough. Kill me. You should know this game from here. I feel like that could have been a kill and then a chip out. Like Street Fighter. Oh! I did not think you had time to do that with my sister right there. I let go of the low for 1 second. What if I mash and don't get my mash? That's nice. Huh? Okay. Guess my internet decided it would be really funny if it imploded. That's, unfortunate. Hopefully, no longer an issue. GG's. ISPY. Yeah, today should be chill. I'm gonna just do the 2 open lobbies and wrap it up. Keep it simple. Keep it quick. Okay. I'll continue doing my 15 minutes, even though I've done my 15 minutes today.
Let's dance.
Took you long enough to pick me.
Did not think I would be close enough for that. No, too early. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that needs to be punches, not kicks. No, what? Wow. I didn't do the quarter circle input. Too slow. Early. And then, yeah, used OPG. Oops. Surprised you weren't too tough for that. I've already practiced on some of the other characters. Let's
dance, darling.
let's get double in here. The rest can be whatever. Wait. Why didn't that work? Yeah, too much. This one, no delay at all, and just do it. Really? Let's just consistently not work on this character. If so, that's gonna be really annoying. I definitely don't have time to pick up the chair there. Do I need a different ender for you? I didn't think I did. Yeah. Too slow. There we go. Okay, I need to spend a little bit more time doing that to that character to figure out exactly what the changes are that need to be made, but it's time to start the event. So, oh, Which means I should also go back to windowed. At least until I have to play again. So if anyone around here is middling to upper intermediate and wants to partake in this open lobby, please speak up now, otherwise I may take it or ping the looking for games role. That's a box. Okay. There goes a box. Box is not the person who signed up. It is Maid. I assume Box wanted the maid hands, but yeah. I'm going to bully Box regardless. You know what? Fair. Fair enough. Alright. Alright, who wants the maid hands? Or does maid want my hands? What are we doing here? What do we want? Peach. Peach is a pretty good flavor though, too. You have to admit, that's a good choice. Peach is an okay choice. Alright, Taterade, hop on in. Oh, I would play the theme, but I'm pretty sure Nintendo would instantly take the YouTube stream down. Where's the Statorade guy at? There we go. So we got 5 games. Let's see what we're working with. What do we got? Bye-bye. Holy. Still rocking the duo.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime.
That sucks. Spam the medium punch button. Very good in this matchup. Holding the way down, keep control. Snap after we get a good chunk of damage. Fair enough. What's the incoming? Good. Oh, that's unfortunate. We are pressing into a DP assist. Let's see how often we see that. One charge. Oh yeah, you don't have OTG, that's really awkward. Let's get your kick charge. Don't know if I agree with that assist call, but... Did you do L-dive? You gotta do M-dive there. The defense, good push block. You might have been able to H-dive in air stall. But mate, you're pressing a lot of buttons in scrambly situations already, I am noticing this. Have to keep an eye out on. The other part of this that I kind of want to touch on is you had 2 characters versus half a character and a life lead. Obviously, you don't necessarily want to completely run away and just concede all of your ground. But... you could have just held your ground and done 2 LK because you were below a bar and got the meter for Squiggly. This is just Get Great. This is just good old normal advice given Get Great. But yeah, so for Squiggly there, I would not have gone in. I would have either retreated or held my ground and tried to get meter. You don't need to force interactions.
Do I know you?
It all depends on your skill. Showtime!
I like the idea. Unfortunately, this is a little too far away. DP assist, we're struggling to deal with a little bit. Holy, block string. Be careful doing that into L clone, it's not a real block string. You can BFF that. It was Air Dragger. Air Dragger has no head stop. You see that super flash, you should just be doing BFF. Oh, you could have snapped the corpse. I would have loved if you snapped in the corpse and brought in Big Ben. Kill. Nice, okay.
Thanks, love.
Player 2 win!
A lot of aggression. Squiggly falls out of the Schmied extend. I'd be a little careful with your aggression because I don't think it's meaty. I think well-timed jabs can check a lot of what you're doing as well, so keep that in mind. You're not seeing it right now, but I need you to be ready for it. Good pressure. Nice press on the way down, you know. I think I like the drill. I would only do drill if you're doing BFF on the skeleton afterwards, because BFF actually kind of just locks it out like crazy. Alpha counter. Alpha counter SBO. Like that double jump. I want you to get your charges if possible. Oh yeah, you didn't find the space. You weren't expecting Philly in your face. Silver cord. Take the corner. Oh no. Get your charge. Yep, there you go. You use so much in Dizzy for that. What the? Also, right there, instead of the overhead, I would... One, you might have been able to kill. Two, at the very least, I think I really would have done Sing Daisy there. But beyond that, when you got that throw on the second to last character, I think I would have rather you just spent the charge and used less on Dizzy. Cake charge isn't going to do too much for you trying to play in that advantage state. Yeah, kill. Kill when you can is usually good, especially when it's going to win you the game, you know? I prefer winning the game over not. Smile. What I'd also like to point out, I have yet to see you go for a single throw or command throw on this character. It is really hard for her to open people up without presenting that option. Getting called out for chicken blocking. Bonk. Yeah, it gets really weird. You had 3 bar. I think I would have done an SBO after Arpeggio. Good defense. If you chicken block jump heavy kick like that, you get a punish. Also, please Daisy after that self-record. Daisy, get yourself a charge. Nice, good punish. This won't kill. I think I prefer sweep there. Put them in a weird scrambly situation. I mean, I can see both, but like... Yeah... What else do we got?
This is Throw with Bacon. Action.
Good anti-air. Only medium kind of hit? And the drop to made. Get that assist. Why not H-dive? Wait, what? Oh. A little bit of spaghetti. Yeah, okay. So made. What are the biggest things? The part I want to talk about most is honestly your pressure. What you do more often than not will it's solid, strong, safe pressure. It is almost all entirely mids. So you're keeping yourself pretty safe, but you're very rarely going to actually open someone up if they're not just actively trying to, like, hit you. Fugua doesn't have any overheads. Well, besides clone in their face, which is really slow. Wait, I'll talk about that as well. You don't go for any command throws. It's just... It's a good basic place to be, but you need other options. And so you have a couple alternatives. And so it's like, especially if you force them to block your assist. I'm not gonna say never do this, but more often than not you'd use your assist call to put a clone in front of them. Either high or low. Instead of using your assist to run up behind your assist and put yourself in 2LK range again. And then you're threatening low throw on their PVGC window, which is really funny as Fuqua because you can time a armored command throw on their PVGC window that beats almost all matches in this game. So that's kind of a hard call out, but it's like you have those options. So you can re-up your aggression. You can just back off and start zoning again. Like, yeah, and you can do a clone in their face. You can try and, like, sit above them and, like, kind of play a left-right landing game. Yeah, I know we've talked about it before, which is why I'm not going to go, like, super into the weeds. But I want you to think about your offense and try not to autopilot, especially in terms of... I would say your default offense is a really good layer 1 or not layer 1, like a good game 1, game 2 offense to, like, kind of default to. Ideally you even start implementing more stuff game 1, but, like, it is a really good safe holding pattern to watch what your opponent's habits are. Use that autopilot to get information, and then try to stop autopiloting and use the information you gathered to then go, I'm going to low you, I'm going to throw you, I'm going to sit above you and toss a dart and then land on you left-right with a button sort of deal. Like, figure out what sort of offense might work the best on those people. And then the other big offense thing, just the clones in people's faces, you're going to get mashed on for that. That is not a true block string, and those who know will kill you for it. So big danger, big danger. I talked about it a little bit during, and I can't, like... It would be better for you to just watch kind of the parts of the squiggly stuff I was talking about, I think. And I know we talked about this as well. I disagree with your charge versus not charge usage. I want you to use your charges a bit more. One thing that would have been really good for your squiggly to do versus Taterade, granted we didn't get to see the Band play too much, but Band and Eliza, up forward jump light punch is an instant overhead on those characters. Up forward jump light punch M dive, that's so annoying for them to block. So, like, versus big bodies, you know where your up forward jump light punch is gonna instant overhead. Do it. It is so hard to deal with on defense. Besides that, you did overhead and throw as almost all of your squiggly mix. You almost never did a delayed low. So the squiggly overhead is only a threat, and I'm talking about like because you do something very similar to what I do, where you're like jab jab overhead, jab jab to raise stand and then overhead. But those both lose to up back. Jab jab delay to medium kick will hit a lot of people. You need to delay it so it's not a magic series that combos. Threaten low. I know it works on Eliza. I'm pretty sure it works on Beowulf. It might work on Dahlia. Go into the lab and see who instant overheads who. Although the lab kind of lies sometimes. There's something weird about the lab. Yeah, figure out who you can instant overhead, because it's a really strong tool for Squiggly. So, that. And then also implement Sing Daisy into that mix as well. Jab Jab Sing is really funny. You catch a lot of people, and then again, that's another incentive for them to up back, and then you can do 2 medium kick. Beyond that, your Squiggly really likes to go in. I'm not going to say is inherently a bad thing, but you put yourself at risk, especially versus certain characters. So like Eliza can just 5 medium punch or jump heavy punch pretty consistently. As like you're almost always going to be landing with a button, even if you think it's spaced, it's not actually a disjoint, so you can kind of get smoked for it. So again, just kind of you're very often trying to have a button there, but it's not always a true block string or meaty pressure. Like it's not always your turn. Good jabs, I think, would clean out a chunk of your pressure. And mashes kind of smoke a lot of the rest. Yeah, and so that's part of what I was talking about Taterade, where it's like they go in, they do a really safe block string, but then they concede their turn. They never try and like... I don't know if you've played a game like Uni, where... Or, I mean, almost any other stagger pressure game. Like... It's not technically your turn, but you have them so afraid you're going to keep going that you put in a gap. You use that gap to dash forward. And Skullgirls, you more oftentimes do this after they push block. You're calling it a push block, so you stop your pressure early. You get push blocked, but you're preemptively dashing at them. Because you're doing it safe, but you're conceding your turn. So you've got a lot of stuff like that. Yeah, I think... For the most part, most of my feedback is honestly on your offense. Small tidbits in terms of win conditions. So for chip outs and timeouts, pay attention to your life lead, pay attention to the meter situation, pay attention to whether you actually have to go in, because there were some times where you were kind of going in when I really didn't think you had to. And I can't remember if Taterade robbed that game. I think he just barely didn't. But it's like, you don't always got to go in. And your characters are really good at not going in. They make really good walls. But yeah, I think that's most of what I have to say, unless you have any other further questions. That being said, are there any advanced gamers who would like to fight Suki? Or Suki, would you want a game with me? Ready up? Okay. You want to deal with any particular characters, Suki? Of the ones you know I play? We can do the funny, we can do the funny, we can do the funny. Team Hydra. funny true. The funny is everything I play because I'm a funny little goober. I kind of want to play this team. I want to see how you deal with this.
Curiosity can't kill me.
Beat 'em up, guys.
And you're running A-Train. That's 8. I just told myself it's A-Train. Oops. Okay. What do you do with this hit? I blocked that. Alright, kill me. Nice. Okay. Oh, it's still in block zone? It's A-Train. This is going to be the death for me. Why did I hit cross? Also, I didn't leave windowed mode. That's why this was so ugly. I didn't think you'd still be here, but I'm gonna just do this. Oh, level 3. Okay. There we go, full screen. So we're jumping a lot. We're jumping a lot, jumping a lot, jumping a lot. It still feels like we're trying to figure out what our game plan actually is. And so, Adivis obviously runs this team to play body blocking with assist and zoning a ton.
Let's put an end to
But Adivis has a really strong understanding of his space control with Parasol. Check my aggression. That's not for heavy kick. That's A-Train. Kill me. If you had admitted the medium kicks, you could have killed me without having my Dizzy full. Oh boy, I was not expecting that. It's A-Train. My PBGC. We gotta kill. Wow, okay. I didn't space that right. Good job. I was still rising, really. Alright. Pop, pop, pop. How do you bait the mesh? You won't. versus me. Excuse me? You should know better. Gonna keep hitting your assist. No, I didn't press 2 medium punch. That was supposed to be 2 medium punch. I was checking your approach because I knew you'd be aggressive. Be very careful using train the way you are. Once I remember it's not brass, I will start killing you for killing both of them for that. Oh, spaghetti. Okay. I didn't run under it. Okay. I didn't get my IID. Nope. That's not a jab. What in the world? What am I doing? Alright, how do you play the mirror? Oh, this just caught my back dash, really? Fix. I didn't get my bikes. Ah. Boop. You're really not respecting any matches. Killed me. Okay. Be very careful resetting me on the ground as much as you are. I'm gonna start just kind of...
One more time.
That's not what I thought I was getting. Thank you, little shot. You've got to be kidding me. Whatever. To the other corner with you. Yeah, I should have done worse. I respected it because it was brass. I almost mashed on you. You should have lost there. You've got to be really careful calling A-Train the way you are. I might smash. Alright, kill me. Spend 2. way too cheeky with this pressure. Squiggly does not stop jumping. My head was just barely off cooldown, did not come to that. Okay. There we go. Trying to think.
One more time. Ladies and gentlemen, showtime.
Okay, there is the progression. Boop, boop, boop. Stop trying to do too much. That's A-Train. That is not assist still. I understand being desperate, but I mean that situation just sucks. But I'm literally just gonna, I'm literally just sitting there to box you in the corner, and use my multi-hit assist, especially my DP multi-hit assist to chip you out. Ignore that. Yeah, that happens. Okay, so most of what you did on hit, all pretty clean, not very many drops. One thing I will say, especially for characters like Parasol and Eliza, not as much for Fortune. If you can reset them in the air, I would probably try and do that more. And this is mostly Parasol advice. Your other characters aren't as good at doing that. But you reset me on the ground a ton, and I just didn't adapt quick enough to mash on you. That's kind of what that last game was with Fortune doing Feral, or the last two games, honestly, where it's just like, you were doing a lot of things that were mashable, and I was just kind of respecting you too much to... I was respecting that you'd bait it, but you kept doing it. So eliminate your opponent's options on defense if you can, at least a decent amount, or do it just enough to bait them into it and then stop. But you were kind of just full sending, resetting me on the ground as Parasol, and Parasol doesn't even need to care about left rights when she's getting mixed. She's got a flash kick. So do keep that in mind. Be very careful with how you're calling A-Train. You were calling A-Train like it was brass, and I was kind of respecting it like it was brass, but I was getting better as the set went on. There were definitely instances where you called it where it should have been both characters dead, and I was just too slow, and that's on me. That's me being bad. So I didn't get to fully demonstrate it, but there was that. There was also calling A-Train and then not protecting it. My Eliza kind of just got to bonk it a lot. And I know caught is kind of hard to deal with, but you can, as Parasol, you can have L-shot, like, covering it. As Squiggly, you can be getting charged, and if you see them go for it, you're like, ooh. But what if there was a threat of Espio on you, or even a Tremolo? So it's like you kind of have those options. For Squiggly specifically, like you were talking about, you were jumping at me a little too much. A lot too much. Or not even necessarily jumping at me, but just jumping a ton. To the point where game 4, I think I just full sent to like half screen dash jump air throw at you because I knew the Squiggly was going to be there, even with an A train coming behind it. Squiggly likes to be in the air. Squiggly also honestly likes to be on the ground. So the way I like to think about Squiggly in terms of, she's got good air buttons. I'm not going to tell you to never be in the air because it's pretty solid, but versus characters with good anti-airs, it diminishes the value of it. The other side to this, the side I focus on a little bit more as a Squiggly player, is every time you enter the air, you are eliminating the threat of Sing as an option. And just being on the ground, having Sing as a threat, is very strong. It really limits what your opponent can do, because like as a Parasol, if you're on the ground, I technically shouldn't ever be going for shot, if it's not like a block string into it. Because on reaction to shot, you can Sing Espio me. It's hard, and it's more if I'm doing M or H shot, those are the really reactable ones. But if you're nice with it, or you're like really looking for it, if it's like I just push block you out, and you know after push block I almost always go for L shot, you can kind of just like sit there and wait and go, bam, smoked. Five medium punch, you should be able to do that. It's gonna be a little bit harder with M train, I think, but you should be able to.
Ready?
Tally-ho!
That's it.
Back on the beat.
So it might not be tall enough. Oops, I got rid of it. They might not be high enough. But this is a yo-yo question. Oops. Am I getting that level 3 off of negative edge? Oops. You can kind of get it. It's a little bit more seeable. I don't understand exactly how Squiggly can force which side she's on based on like low profiling certain characters. Again, I would ask Adivas. Adivas probably also knows, but Yo-Yo is really good about knowing like, oh, if you press this versus this character, you'll get a side switch, versus if you do this option or delay it slightly, you'll body block them and keep them same side. Like Squiggly can do a ton of that with 5 medium punch that I do not understand any of the nuance of it. I have not played this character enough. I have not put the hours in. But off rip, it needs to be really well timed, because otherwise, it just seems kind of obvious, honestly. But I would 100% go and watch Adivas VODs, see what they tend to do after it. I don't think they actually tend to do all that much mix off of A-Train. I could be wrong, I haven't watched them play a ton.
Ready?
But usually, honestly, if you want that,
Back on the beat.
you're using Schmied Extend.
The last
because that sets it up like chef's kiss. And I forget which speed extends do what for Squiggly. You can definitely ask Big Tawny. You could probably ask a lot of the other old Squiggly players as well, because they've seen it all. Claw Master's another one. Like, but yeah. So that for the band, felt a little jumpy to just do whatever. You've got safe THCs to kind of bail out. That last game, you kind of just chose an option. I can't be too upset because that's just disaster, being stuck there versus Parasol H-Fiber. Like, you're gonna have to make some sort of call right. Versus me, it probably would have been to try and do a giant step as I'm dashing back at you. I'm not gonna lie. Try and do a giant step before I'm in fiber range again. Maybe a Spaced Embrace, but even then, yeah. It's hard. Yeah, I think that's most of what I have to say. Be aware of the options your opponents have, especially on offense, because it's like I recognized early and my brain just didn't actually do it. I should have been mashing on you a lot earlier, and I think that would have been a lot harder for you to play. But I liked a good bit of what I saw, even though it's the side team. Overall, pretty good. That being said, I'm not going to address the lab questions for this month, because one, there's a very small amount of them. Two, a lot of them are about band or other characters I'm not the most comfortable on, so we will let that stockpile build up. Next month will probably be a lab stream then. The end of the month next month. You'll know the deal for the rest of the week. So today is Saturday. Tomorrow, Hunter's Hustle, beginner's bracket. If you don't want to deal with the nonsense that you just saw, if you want to deal with people at a much lower skill level in a nice, comfortable environment, Hunter's Hustle is a great bracket to go join. Mondays, probably not anything. Tuesdays, Danison run through Mixed Masters, hosted by Tarask. Wednesdays, we run an open bracket where anyone can join, 8 p.m. EST. Thursdays, we will host a VOD review at an undetermined time. It depends on who's hosting, based on East Coast, West Coast. Thursdays is also Mixed Masters, the biggest open bracket of the week, 8 p.m. EST. Run through Mixed Masters. Friday, nothing much. Maybe a Kanji's House, which is another beginner's bracket. I don't know them as well, but go keep an eye out for them. Then next Saturday, got a Raw Tag Rumble in the morning, 1 p.m. EST. And then this again next week, 7 p.m. EST. Sign up, stop on by, get some advice, get some games, chat around, and just have some good OSG. So that's it for this week. I will catch y'all hopefully Wednesday. Don't know who's hosting, but I'll probably be around at least for a little bit. So have a good one, everybody.
And my spectator.
That's okay.
Oh, nice! Ooh!
Oh, we avoided
Let's go.
it. Nice.
Oh, let me see it.
Hey,
Here's the combo.
Hey.
you finished this. They died.
It's somewhat of a combo,
Nice.
yeah.
Hey, they're dead.
We're missing a few more parts to it, but
Yeah.
We got Bombination.
It's like we have some bombas, but like our knowledge of the mechanics of the game are not exactly there just yet.